Cool.
Okay, so waiting for Tracy. Was there anybody else that you thought might be here besides Tracy?
Ryan should be on too. Let's see.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was on.
Skip's trying to get on. Let's see what Skip.
Steve, I see that Skip is on.
Skip is on?
Well, he's on, but he hasn't called in yet.
Right.
Okay.
Honey is
There he is.
Who's that? Is that Skip?
Hey, Steve, you sent me a text saying, Brian, are you on? Was that a blanket text, or did you send it to the wrong one?
Probably to the wrong person here. All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Just want to let you know.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Rick, I noticed you started the recording. Is this going to be available at a site?
Yeah, I'll make it available for you guys. Yep.
Cool. And you'll send us out an email telling us which site to go to get it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're going to cover a lot of stuff, so if you have a pen and paper, obviously, did everybody get a chance to print out the Slenderiix Buy Now site mind map?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's just a little small for me.
Oh, is it? Oh, small on the paper? Oh, okay. You get one of those magnifying glasses.
Skip is struggling a little bit to get his volume to work, so let me see.
Is he calling in the phone or is he using the internet?
Let me, can he call in on the phone too, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you guys did, right?
Well, no, I just clicked the icon on the top of the computer and I got in that way. I'm
Okay.
not on the phone. I'm.
Yeah, you're on the internet. Okay, yeah. You can call in on the phone too. You just click the phone versus.
Okay.
You just hit the drop down where the phone's at, and you just instead of the internet, you pick call by phone. Okay, here's Brian. Okay, well, he'll be able to hear us, and we probably shouldn't wait too much longer. We're 10 minutes into it already.
Okay.
So I think we should get started, and then they'll have to catch up on the recording.
Okay.
Um,
Tracy's mentioned she got caught up in the traffic, so I know that she's running a few minutes late, so that's okay. Skip he's a little bit stressed trying to figure out how to get in, but that's okay. We'll just keep going.
But can he just hit the phone icon? I mean, did you tell him to hit that phone icon and hit call? There's Tracy. There's Tracy. So call by phone. Okay. So text Tracy and tell her to call in by phone if she doesn't have internet.
Okay.
I guess we'll wait a second for her then.
Tracy's on now.
Who is that?
Tracy logged on now. I can see her on there.
Yeah, she has to call in now. She has to call in using the internet or the telephone.
Perfect.
So Skip is asking for the number. He said,
Well-
what's the number?
Well, call in by phone. Let's see. The number is, let's see.
When he hits the phone icon, the phone number and password show
Right
up.
there. Yeah, he just hits the phone icon and it shows up right there.
Okay.
Tracy, is that you?
Hi, no, this is Brian.
Brian. Okay, Brian, welcome.
Thank you. Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. You'll get over it.
Have I missed anything yet?
Yeah, all the logging in. No, not yet.
I'm just trying to get Skip in.
Okay, there's somebody. Who's that?
Hi, it's Tracy.
Okay, Tracy, welcome.
Hi,
Tracy,
thank
the
you.
only person. Hi, Tracy. This is Steve. The only person we can't get on is your brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he struggles at home. I think I don't know if it's, but he's not able to get the volume going. I told him just to call in.
Yeah, at least call in and listen.
Yeah, you can see the screen too. If he's logged on, so you can see the screen.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on with him either. He said I haven't talked to him since this morning, so.
No, he's on.
Oh,
He's on, but he's not. He can't hear anything.
oh no. Okay.
But
So
he's on.
Call in with his phone, right?
So you texted him and told him to hit the phone icon, and there's a dial-in number right there.
Yeah. I didn't have any trouble, so I'm not sure why he's having trouble.
Finish the 11? Sure. This one? Yeah. If Paul didn't get any. Oh, absolutely. I don't know. What would you like in this place? One of these? Okay.
Skip, is that you?
No, that's me.
Who's that? Are we all here?
You know, let's get going, Rick. I'm not sure
Okay.
why. Skip
Yeah, just
can't
keep
get on.
texting or something. Just keep texting and tell him to hit the phone icon, dial in. Okay. Well, a couple things. You can, within the join the meeting, you can hit the icon next to the phone, and that's the chat. You can open that up, and if you want to chat, you can. But everybody can talk, and if you feel you have very much background noise, you can kind of mute yourself. If you're calling on the computer, there's a microphone. You can click on it, it just puts a line through it, like you're muted. If you're on the phone, I guess you can mute your phone or whatever. And then if you want to see the people here, you can click on the person that has a 9 in it right there. And anyway, there's somebody. That must be Skip.
That's me.
Okay.
Yep. Well, all right, about time, buddy.
Okay, we're going to
I made it.
Okay. Well, I sent everybody this mind map here, okay, that I kind of outlined the process. Now, what I'm going to do is, obviously, this is being recorded, and everybody can hear me okay, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is being recorded, and you'll have access to it, and we'll go over it again. So we're going to go through here. We'll go as long as you guys want to go, but I want to cover a lot of things here. And if you need to access it again, you can, the recording, and go back through it, okay? You can take notes along the way. If you have questions as we go along, feel free to ask them. You know, if they're pertaining on the topic we're in, because we're going to get to a lot of different things. If you want to type something in the chat, you can ask a question. But since we can talk, we'll be a little limited on that, so we can interact. This is kind of casual. So I want to, this is the mind map. I'm going to start up here about logging into your website and tell you a little bit about it first, okay? So we're going to use I pulled up Steve's website as an example to go by. So the website obviously is designed to be a buy now site, meaning that people go there, they buy Slenderiix and Accelerate, period, okay? You don't want to give them choices to get off of this page, like social. That's why you don't see any social media stuff on here, okay? You don't want to share, give people a chance to leave the page. You want them to either look at the clinical trial, meet the doctors, Slenderiix program, or order, okay? And they can watch the video or contact you, okay?
More.
And some people get misled by that because it's your own site. You can do anything you want with it. I built it for you. It's your site, okay? And I'll show you, WordPress is the most powerful platform on the internet, okay? WordPress is basically a means of building a website, okay? And you can do just about anything with it. We have a little background noise there. If there's some background noise, you can mute yourself. And so what happens is that WordPress you can edit WordPress, you can change it around, do anything you want via the internet, okay? So just think of the website. It has two components. It has kind of three components to it. It has a database that holds data, right? It holds pictures. It holds links. It holds, video links. It holds everything you see here. That's all data, okay? And then you have WordPress.org, which is the open source software, it's a free software to the world. It's developed by a lot of smart people, okay? And then we put a theme and pictures on it and plugins to dress it up and make it look and act different. So all WordPresses have a database. They have WordPress.org, and then they have a theme that makes it look. It's like the clothes you put on. It's like a suit, wearing a suit, wearing a dress, getting dressed up. It's the appearance of it. It's how it acts, okay, and what it does, okay? And that's what we did here. You can make WordPress do just about anything you want. I mean, it's unbelievable. I forgot the percentage of sites that out there, okay? Every single WordPress is logged in one certain way right here. The website name.com/WP-admin. So if I put it right here, and I want to log into the back end of Steve's site, or this site I'll just say, to do some adjustments, let's say. WP for WordPress -ADMIN. Enter. And whoops, hang on, I hit the wrong thing? Hang on. /WP admin. And a pop-up login box comes up. Okay? Now you can't get in here unless you have a username and password. And I have not, on purpose, because I knew I was doing a webinar, given everybody a username and password because I want you to understand it. As soon as it's over, I'll try to still do it tonight, or we'll do it first thing in the morning. I'll make a username and password and an administrator login to it, and then it's going to send you an email. And it's going to say, click here and put your username and password. So I put in, I have a master login I put in here, just my email, and then a password. You can boot me out anytime you want, okay? And then I hit login, and it goes in the back end, okay? You can leave me in there if you want to, if I need to fix something or whatever, or do something later for you, okay? There's really nothing here that's, that's not a big deal. So this is the back end of the website. So anywhere in the world via the internet, you can adjust things. Now, when I say adjust things, I'm going to talk to you a little bit later about writing a blog post, because you guys have a blog on your website too, hidden, that Google sees, which is powerful to drive traffic, okay? So you look down the left-hand side, it comes to the dashboard, and it takes a while to look in here and kind of see what it is. You really can't break nothing. You really can't. I mean, as you go along, you'll see there's some information here. Posts right here are like articles. Just think of posts being a newspaper, that articles get posted every day. That's what posts are. You write an article, it gets posted. You can write 2 a day, you can write 200 a day, you can write 1 a year, okay? Obviously, the more activity you got, the more traffic you'll get from Google. Pages are kind of more permanent. They're really not permanent, but they're more stable on the website. They're the clinical trial, the home page, the buy now page, the PayPal page. Those are all pages, okay? So think of posts as articles that you'll do, and we're really not seeing any of those yet. And then pages are those. There's comments, contact form, and stuff like that. But I'm going to jump here to users. So there's only one user in here. Whoops. I'm going to delete this one here. There's really one user, and here's mine. So we would go and add a user. So I would add Steve, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, okay? Because you can actually add a person and let them blog for you. Maybe you got your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law that says, hey, I'll write some articles for you. Add me into your website. Watch this right here. I'm going to give Steve a username. I'll just put S. Walton, if that's okay, for a username. Okay. I'll put S like that, okay? And then let's see, help me with your email.
That's it.
There it is right there, okay?
Yeah.
So then Steve, and I'm creating a user in the back end here.
All right.
And this is what I would do for each person. You don't need a website on there. And then I'm going to create a password. You can change it. I'll show you how to change it. I'm going to create a password and call it RX, capital ARIIX, 2014. Okay, capital ARIIX 2014. And I'm going to hit send password to user. So you're going to get an email in a minute, okay? And we're going to give you administrative privileges, obviously, because it's your site. But if you had a contributor that was writing articles, you could just give them a contributor. If you had somebody you wanted to edit the articles, and when you give them that they can't touch, it hides all the stuff that they shouldn't have access to, like changing administrative password, right? Or something like that. So I'm going to say administrator because that's what you would be, anybody that owns the site would be. And I hit add, okay? And so it's going to send you an email saying, here's your username and admin, and it puts you in as a user here, okay? This is going to go, some of these things will go maybe a little bit slower because we got join me going here, and we're recording the screen and so on, okay? Okay, so Steve's right here, okay? An admin. And you can boot me out if you want to, and so on later. You can change my password, lock me out or whatever, but it's not a big deal. I'm not going to do anything, okay? So you can look around in here. There's tools, settings. There's a lot of stuff that I put in here, some stuff that scans the site, keeps spammers out and stuff like that, and optimize it. That's the optimized press is the theme that I'm using and stuff like that, okay? One thing that you'll see, if you ever see that it needs updates, you'll see updates if you see a little red number 1 here, number 2, okay? And it'll say updates. And you click on updates, and if you ever log in your back office and see any updates, always, 100% of the time, go ahead, click on updates, and click them all and update them. You will never, ever, ever not need to update it. You should update it, okay? Always keep your site updated. You should, for yourself, you should just make a general practice that you should log in, at least once a month, if you're not doing posts or whatever, and just make sure it's updated back there, okay? Because when a blog sits for 6 or 8 months and there's no activity, and spammers, a plugin needs to be updated, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes they can get in and try to put spam on your site and stuff like that. So the first site over here, we have the how to log in, very simple, website name /WPadmin. You have a username, S. Walton. We've made a password for them. If you ever forget your password, you'll see in that login screen underneath the 2 boxes, it says, lost my password. You click it, and you put in your username or your email address. It takes either one, and it will email you a link to reset your password. It will not tell you your password. It will never tell you your password. It only gives you a link to reset it. Now, if Steve goes in here to user, and he says, I want to take and edit this and change my password. I would go edit. You can change the color of your theme the way it looks here. Scrolls down, and he comes over here, new password. Repeat and update. Has everybody got that?
Yes. Okay.
Not going too fast. I know this is a forward to you, but if you go around in it a little bit, it will become a lot more familiar. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to click on this right here. I hit visit site. It opened a new tab up. I'm back on the site here. And you'll see a little bar across there. I'm still logged in. Okay, so I'm still logged in on the admin side. So let's look at the first section where it says web content, which is underneath the Slenderiix Buy Now site. The first thing we have, doctors recommended, clinical trial, the program. I hope you've looked at these and clicked on them, and taken a look at them. So this is obviously the exact clinical trial that's from RX, and there's a video, the contact page. When you click on it, make sure I didn't make any boo-boos and nothing like that. It's got your contact information here. Let's say that you want to put your picture here. I think we did that for Tracy. Tracy wanted to put her picture here, which I think is a great thing because it makes it a little more human. You can add a picture right here, okay? Now, I don't have Steve's picture. I could just show you. Well,
I can email it to you.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do have do I have your picture before? Maybe. Let me see if I have your picture. Let's see. Let me look at your document. Oh, let's see.
That organization is great.
No, I don't have it. No, I don't have it. Oh, let's see, breakthrough. Maybe I have it from there. Nope, don't have it. Okay. Well, that's okay. Let me just show you. I'll put somebody else's picture in here, and we'll just take it out, okay? So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to edit the contact page, okay, this page right here, okay? So if I look up here, it's hard to see this, but if I look up here, okay, can you see up here where it says the name and it says contact me? You see that up there?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go to the website now, okay, and I'm going to go to pages, and I'm going to look for the contact me page right here. Look at this, contact me. I'm going to go edit. Okay, and yes, there's a lot of stuff here, but look at this is like a little window for that looks like Microsoft Word or whatever, don't it? See this little window here? Hi, Steve. So let's look at here. See this right here? This information here, and then there's a form here. Okay, and this information here, here it is right here. So if you said, I want to change the way this words, highlight it and retype it. Retype it. Say I want to have Slenderiix bold. I can highlight that and bold it. Okay, let's come over here and put the cursor right here, and it says Add Media. See right there, Add Media. I can click on Add Media, okay, and let's just say, let's put Dr. Strand there, okay. I can highlight Dr. Strand's picture. I can say the way attachment displayed settings, I want to justify it to the right, okay. That size is okay for me, and I'm going to hit Insert, and I put a picture there. And I hit Update over here. It says Update right here on the right-hand side. That's all. You always, when you change something, you hit Update, okay? And if I go back over here to the website and I hit Refresh, okay, just like that, that picture's there. You following? The key thing about pictures is getting them the right size. Now, I'm using Google Chrome here, and there's a little extension. I just put this in today because I just changed over to the Mac a month ago. I've been all PC, and so here's a little ruler tool. So I can look at the size of this picture. This picture right here, it tells me is 200 by 275, okay? So you can measure a picture and say that's the size I want it. The biggest thing is if you put a picture too big and it took up this whole space, it wouldn't look right, okay? So it's got a picture there now. Now, obviously, that's not his picture, so I can go back to the post, hover over it, the picture right here, and you can see there's a little red X comes up, and it says Delete Image. I deleted it, I hit Save, and it just deleted that image. Okay, that easy. I come back to the site, I hit Refresh, and the picture's gone. Okay, so what's important about building websites and stuff like that is aesthetically making them look nice, as far as, things, the type and everything else like that flowing. So if you want to add a picture to this, if you want to add, whatever, it's your site, you can, okay? Now, I'm going to show you something. I'm not trying to teach you all of WordPress, don't get me wrong, but I want to show you, you might be curious to say, Rick, there's 4 boxes there. When you were at this page, I really didn't see 4 boxes. You've seen a piece of code. When you see stuff in brackets, that's like a short code. And what that's doing, it's calling up a plugin. It's saying, here's a contact form. Okay, contact form. Oh, there's contact right here. Contact form. Hey, let's go look at that. Okay, here's the contact form. Look at this code right here. Here's this code. I made a form. It has this code. So if I edit this, what's in this are the 3 boxes. Boom, boom, boom. It's asking you a name, email, phone number, and message, and send. And when it sends it, it's saying send it to Steve Walton. Okay? Let's say that I wanted everybody that filled out that form to go to Steve and it wants to go to his assistant. He can send a second email down here. Open this up, put the assistant's email in there, and it's copied in 2 different places. Okay? And we put it in the subject line, inquiry from weight loss 765. So when the subject line is going to say that, so as soon as you see that in your subject line, you know it comes from your website, right? It'll also say it down here. It'll also say it was sent via your website. Okay? So that's where that contact form, it takes that little piece of code, and it puts it, I put it right here, right there. You see that? Under fill in the form, and it produces this form. So when I fill this out and hit send, it goes to Steve. And everybody should test that yourself. Fill it out, make sure it's coming to you so I didn't make a mistake. I mean, I double and triple check a lot of stuff, but I'm not perfect, okay? So anyway, okay. So as you see, let's go back to the site here, and let's go back and so you can see the content part is we have the other thing at the bottom here is I have some links because, again, our whole focus is trying to get them to make a buying decision here and not give them too much information. So at the bottom, I have some other links. I have weight loss testimonials, frequent asked questions, and down here at the bottom, see this right here? Okay, frequent asked questions, additional products, blog. I don't know if you've seen that blog. That could be powerful for you if you want to get some free traffic, okay? And then a contact form again. Okay, so if we come over here and go to, for an example, you understand testimonials, frequent asked questions, additional products. People can actually buy some of the other products here. And when they hit add to cart right here, they click it right here, it's going to add to cart, and it's going to bring up Steve's email address. That's how you know it's your PayPal account. It puts it in here, and they can continue shopping here and go back to that page right here and keep buying more stuff, or they could have checked out. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions on the extra products down here?
No.
Have I lost everybody yet? No. No. Okay, I'm gonna.
You're doing well. You're
okay. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the
myself on mute so that I don't disturb you.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so so now I'm gonna the content part we've got kind of figured out, and it was pretty easy. Okay, so here's what happens: any page that you're on, anywhere that they click on this top banner here, they'll click on a button. But anywhere they click right here, they're going to go to the Order Now page. Here's the concept. Okay, and it's important to understand here is when people come into the Order Now page right here, they click on Order Now, and we ask them for their name and email. Okay. The reason why we ask them for their name and email is because if we send them directly to the payment page and they didn't buy, we would never know who that was. We would never have a chance to market to them later. Can you go from the Buy Order Now page to the payment page? Yes, you can. If you want to bypass the emails and all the AWeber, yes, you can. If you want to do it later, yes, you can. And I don't know, I think one person's done it later, and that's okay. So you can go from here, and it links right to the payment page, and they have a couple options there, okay, or what to buy. But by capturing their name first, okay, so they capture name Rick Billings, okay, let me just put my different email here. So if I've logged in before, okay, and I hit continue. As soon as I continue, I'm now on Steve's list. I'm on it already, and with that name, and it's going to send me right here to PayPal, PayPal page, okay, PayPal. So it's going to send me right here, and now Steve's got my name on his list. So if I don't buy anything, I can at least get marketed to. Steve can at least market to me, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm on the payment page. I got 3 choices. Again, this is wording that me and Lynn have word crafted. If you feel that you want to tweak it a little bit every once in a while, if you want to go for a couple months and say, I just want to tweak a couple words here, just go edit this page right here. PayPal, watch this right here. Just go find the pages, and you go to PayPal. And PayPal strictly just, I call the page that. And here it is right here. Okay, I can drag this a little bit deeper. Okay, and just go and edit on there. Okay, and maybe you want to say something else. Just type it. Maybe you want to have clinical trial bolded. Okay, so you could go in and edit that right there. If you could actually change the price if you wanted to. If you see this real close, it's got a real tiny here. I don't know if you see it, but it's $150 plus $9.95 priority shipping. Boom, $150 in the shipping. Okay, so you could actually edit this if you want to. Okay, so I'm going to get off this page, and it's going to ask me, do you want to save it? I'm going to say no, leave the page, because I don't want to save that bolded on trial. Okay, so you could word craft and change this if you wanted to. Okay, again, when I click this button, it's opening up PayPal. And it's going to say, okay, here, sign in. You're going to buy it. It's $159.95. As soon as somebody does, you immediately get an email from PayPal. Immediately. And it's in your account. They take out 3% for processing, 2.7 or 2.9. And you get the balance in your PayPal account, your money. That's going to play a role here as we go along. Okay? So as soon as they hit purchase, no matter what thing they got, they're on your list. They purchase, and they get, they're on the pay, they made a purchase right here, okay? So now, your task is either you ship it to them because you have it in stock, or you go on your back office at RX, place an order, and if you don't know how to do that, I can show it to you a little bit later, place an order and have it drop shipped directly to them. RX does not ship an invoice. They only ship a packing slip. So the customer never sees the price, because you're buying it for $105 plus shipping, and you're charging them $159.95 with shipping. So you collect it on your PayPal account, you pay for it through RX on your card because you personally got the money, and then you order it and have it drop shipped to them. If you have it in stock, you bought a 10-pack, okay, and you have it in stock, you can make $70 plus profit plus 50 PV, point volume. If you ship it from RX, you're going to make $45 plus 75 point volume, okay? Because when you buy a 10-pack, it's 500 points for the $7.99. So, yes.
Can you order a 10-pack and keep it there with RX so that you get the better price, but then using RX?
No.
No. Okay.
No. And I don't, in the near future, see RX even shipping it and paying that difference. Because right now, if RX sold it on their site, if you had a site through RX and they sold it there, and the customer said, I want to be a preferred customer, and they got it for $105, you're not going to get the retail difference. This is the only way to get the retail profit, which is huge. Huge.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you get going and you're marketing like crazy and you're moving 10 or 20 sets a month, I mean, you're making $700, $1,400 a month.
Right.
Just in that, plus you're going to pick up some reps because people, might want to become a rep. Okay. So again, I'll repeat some of these things because I think repetition is important. Order now. They get on your list. They buy. You get an email right away from PayPal. You ship it or let RX ship it. Okay? They're on your list. Okay, now here's something that gets a little confusing. They're on your list number 1 when they opt in. See, list number 1 is your opt-in, and I put 1.1. They immediately get an email from AWeber. Okay? And I only have this set up with 1 email right now. And then the 2 is optional. And Bonnie can help fulfill the number 2 because she can put all of Lynn's autoresponders in there if you want her to. Okay, we can deploy all the autoresponders. Your AWeber's set up for that. It's nothing extra like that. I don't know what Bonnie is doing, but the point is that once somebody purchases, okay, keep in mind they opted in. If they don't purchase, you have their name right here on this list. If they do purchase, they're still on this list until you move them to this list. Okay. Does that make sense? There's the opt-in and AWeber we put them on this list right here. Okay, let me just show you. I'm going to jump over here to AWeber now, okay? So here's an this is Steve's AWeber account, and he has two lists there. He has weight loss 760 A and B. Underneath here it says weight loss 760 opt-in, and this says purchase Slenderiix. So this is a series of people that have purchased Slenderiix. This would be a series of people that purchased Slenderiix, okay? But they first got on this list right here. So they first got on this list right here, okay? And if we look at messages here, at the top you'll see messages, subscribers, and forums. You don't have to worry about forums, but you'd worry about messages and subscribers. Subscribers are people that opted in. And they first get this message here. So when somebody opts into the site, and if they buy or not, they're going to get this message from Steve saying, from each of you, saying, Rick, weight loss couldn't be any easier. Hi, Rick. Thanks for your interest in our Slenderiix Accelerate Weight Loss Program. If you placed an order, thank you. If you didn't have a chance, I put it that way, so not thinking they didn't. If you didn't have a chance to complete your order, I have provided you with a link for you to do so. So here's a link back to the PayPal page directly to this page here saying, if you didn't buy, click on it. They're going to go right to this page to buy again, right? Or to make a purchase. And some of this is just the way it needs to be. So now let's say they did make a purchase. They're going to get this anyway. So you said, thank you. We need to take them off of this list under subscribers. Manage subscribers here, okay? So I just hit subscribers. I've opted in. Steve has opted in. We need to take them off this list right here. I can highlight it and hit delete, okay? And then we need to add them to the number 2 list.
Rick, is this something that happens automatically, or is this something we need to go in and do?
No, you would have to go in and do that if you want to employ that list. Okay, so let me just show you a second. And that'll be something that we won't encompass this whole process here tonight. But I'm going to log out, and I'm just going to log into Lynn's account real quick and show you how the list she has. Okay, so if we go into her list diet, I think it's diet messages. Okay, look at all this is all the autoresponder series. Thank you for your order. Getting ready. Are you ready? And we can deploy this whole thing. So this whole thing, it even reminds them about 3 weeks in to reorder. Okay, how you doing? More energy. So she has 20 autoresponders. Time to reorder.
Are we currently connected to those autoresponders with our?
No, but you can be, and Bonnie. See, here's what has to happen. Okay, just to show you, is I can deploy all these autoresponders in your AWeber account just by a code. But then you have to go into this autoresponder here, and you got to change your signature out, obviously. So you got to change that whole thing out right there. You got to switch your site with her site, okay, right here. So, instead of hers, you guys switch yours out, what it says there, and Bonnie can do that. Bonnie is Lynn's sister. She does a lot of admin stuff. She already did it for Skip, maybe, did she? Or somebody. But, leave page. But the point is that these are all there, but they have to be edited. So Healthy for Life program, okay? So a lot of them maybe just need the signature edit. And we can deploy them, you could do it. If you're from AWeber and want to go in here, you can go in and just edit it, or you just highlight that and delete it and type over the top of it. You would just read through each autoresponder and make sure it made sense.
Got it.
And then this would be a whole process when somebody actually purchased that they get led along the way for a whole month. Okay, because they get 20 autoresponders, okay? Now, the list number 1, you can take that list and also, we've really not gone too deep with it just because we haven't yet, but you could take that list and write a whole series of autoresponders to continue selling them on why they should be, why they should be buying it, okay? Let's say that all of a sudden you have a list, Lynn's is list number 2, I think it's opposite here. Say she has a list here of people that haven't bought, maybe, okay? There's 264 people that hit her site that haven't bought, okay? She can blast an email out to all those people. She can broadcast an email, a special, or whatever she wants. She can broadcast out to those people. She can come over here and go plain text email. You can do a plain text right here, or you can do an HTML one, either way. And she could actually broadcast an email, type an email to all those people that haven't bought, say, hey, you know, I don't know where you're at in your weight loss journey, blah, blah, blah. And you could send a broadcast as a one-time email. So when she does like, go ahead.
All this AWeber, not through the website, right?
Yeah, you do it through AWeber. Yep. Because that's where your list is at. Because AWeber's who's managing your list. You have all your lists are all here at AWeber. Okay.
So our website is just the advertisement that's driving traffic, and we actually AWeber is the big management tool.
Yeah, AWeber's what's collecting the person's information for follow-up, and you know, and once they buy, if you want to coach them along. So when we're going daily to check the progress or the results of what's happened through the day, or going 2 or 3 times a day, we're actually going to AWeber to check that information. Oh, you get an email from AWeber as soon as somebody goes in, you get an email.
Every time there's a hit. Every time
somebody opts in. Every time somebody opts in, you're going to get a message from AWeber. So if we go back here to like her list number 1 here, okay, and we go to let me go to the list here. Let's see, like this list right here, okay, and go to it. Right here, here's basic information on the setup for that list, okay, list options over here, and it just says, okay, notification right here. Send me an email. It sends her daughter an email, tells her daughter, okay, and so it says notify me. You can have as many as you want down here. Receive an email every time you get a new subscriber to your list. Okay.
Great. I love it.
Okay. There's actually a way, I haven't done it, but there's actually a way, and I should figure it out sometime, but there's actually a way that when you add them, so if we added somebody to list 2, it would take them off of list 1. And we should figure that out, but I haven't. But AWeber has a way that if you add them to 1 and they're on the other one that they first opted in, it would automatically take them off of it.
Hey Rick, you were showing us how to manage the information as far as the site was concerned. I'm curious, can we have multiple URLs that connect to the same site?
No, you wouldn't want that. You don't really need to have that. I mean, you can. No, you're only ever going to have one URL here, okay, right here. But you can forward another one to it, but you won't get any Google thing. You're not going to get any Google juice by doing that. Okay. You know, you're better off just marketing that one site.
Okay, so keywords, picking the right keywords for that one site is really important.
Yeah, I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that here too. I'm going to touch on that, okay? Because that is really can get you some, good traffic here, okay? So again, they come over here. They come on your list. They're on list 1 or A or B, okay? List 1. They get that immediate email. You could send them one 24 hours later if you wanted to, and then you could also broadcast to them anytime. Okay, that's what these are here. Once, if they did buy, take them off of this and they go on list number 2, purchase. See, purchased right here. Thanks for your order from Slenderiix. Lynn's series is right here. Bonnie can help you with that, okay? So I can work with Bonnie and we can deploy that on that site. So if you do, just either let me know or let Bonnie know, or, you guys know who Bonnie is, right? I mean, Lynn's mentioned Bonnie?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and so as far as editing, if you say, hey, I'll edit it myself, I can just deploy it on there and you can go in there and edit them, okay? Because that's just a thing that we do in AWeber. You can deploy from one list to another.
Rick, this is Steve. I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
What's the percentage of people, in your opinion, that do not get the actual emails that AWeber sends out, in terms of maybe they're not being whitelisted, or they're just not receiving them because they're going in their spam?
Yeah, I mean, 2 things. That's an AWeber thing. If you log on AWeber, they probably can tell you that, because that's just a thing. They have high deliverability, I can tell you, because that's obviously their main business. They're one of the biggest autoresponder companies in the country, or probably in the world, probably the top 5. And so if you think about it, they're probably 50 or 60% of their company's workforce is to keep everything clean and whitelisted, because if they don't have deliverability, they don't have a business.
All right, I didn't know if we would have to have
Yeah.
I
So
think
that's really important.
Okay. All right. So you think that there's a pretty good chance that most of
Yeah.
the emails are getting to them?
Yep.
Okay.
So with this right here, this is kind of side. I'm going to stop now and say, let's ask questions about the site itself, not marketing or nothing like that, but just about the site, how it works, how it acts, and what questions you might have. Does anybody have questions?
I have a question. This is Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi. So if I wanted to run a New Year's special,
Uh-huh.
if I go in and edit the page that shows the price, does that automatically translate to PayPal when they pay that, or do you have to?
Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, I have a plug-in here, and that's why I have it as a site-wide plug-in. So if you change anything, I don't know if I can zoom in here. I think do that in the back.
We can see it.
You can see it? Okay, okay. So if you change this and say, I want to sell right now for $129. I want to say $129. I put $129 there, and I change $129 right here. Okay? Because this right here, the first part before this bracket is just what it lists on the website. See, the code starts right here. That's the code. That's the button code. Button code says it's nice PayPal type. Buy is a buy now button. Okay, name. One Slenderiix and Accelerate. Okay. And then the amount is $129 shipping and handling. Okay. Then you would want to change 2 and 3 probably, or you could leave this $150 and say free shipping. You could say free shipping, and how you do free shipping is you just take and put zeros in the code. You'd put 0.00, and here you just put free. Okay? Plus free priority shipping. And then you can run it out and you can send an email to everybody and say, okay, I got free shipping. Or $129 free shipping, whatever you want. But I mean, you don't want to get into a discount war, because that's kind of what RX doesn't really want people to do. Let's see, 120, I can change this back. 95. Okay, and then let's see. Right here is I got free shipping. I got $450 and free shipping on priority when they buy 3 of them. It's kind of seeing I have it here 00. So that's how you do that. You just hit update, and it automatically reflects on that page.
Great. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Other questions?
Yes, this is Jonathan. I have a couple of questions. First of all, does have arrangements been made for my existing PayPal account to be used for any sales, or is it a separate PayPal account which is set up for me?
Okay, it's whatever PayPal email address that you gave me. So let me just show you this plugin. It's one email address changes the entire thing. Okay, so under plugins right here, it's a plugin under settings, and it's called Nice PayPal button right here. When I click on Nice PayPal button right here, it says Steve Walton is PayPal. Okay, and you don't mess with really anything else here. You scroll to the bottom and you hit Update Changes. If Steve had a different PayPal, he would change this, save the bottom, and everything, the additional products and the buy now is all changed. So this plugin controls all PayPal. Okay.
Because PayPal works on anybody's email address that they give them.
PayPal only if they have account set up. Only if they have account set up. If there's an email address there and there's no account, it'll error out.
Right.
Okay.
Next question. Is Aweber a contact management system, or do we have to have another contact management system like some of the big ones?
Constant Contact? No, it's just like that. No, it's just like Constant Contact.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Other questions?
Hi, Rick. It's Brian. I had a quick question about keywords. If you go back to the actual site, obviously everything you're typing in the dashboard is searchable, but for example, a lot of those graphics, such as the clinically proven and a lot of those, are those just raster images that aren't searchable? And if you could...
Yep, they're not searchable, and you're not going to get any keyword juice off of the home page or anything else like that on any of these sites. It's just, you know, you'll get your keywords off your blog, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. Okay? Yeah, you want these images here, and you're just not going to get this type has been used. This is some of the stuff RX has used for a year now, and you just don't. And so it's just, you know, you're going to get your keywords. I'll show you how you're going to get your keywords and stuff.
Well, then I don't want to interrupt your process. If you're going to answer that question, I'll wait.
That's okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So any other questions? I'm going to show you one more thing on this, and then any other questions on this?
No.
Okay. So let me show you something else that I put in here for you, but I haven't activated that, and it's what's called stat counter. Okay. Everybody's WordPress has stat counter put into it. Okay. And this is my stat counter. Well, I don't know why it's logged into mine. Oh, because I'm logged in. That's me. When it's logged out, it wouldn't be there, okay, because I'm over here also. In Stat Counter, we come over here under plugins. And under plugins, there's a project code and a security code when you sign up for an account at Stat Counter. So if you write this down and you do this, then email me. You can email me either your username and password, or I'm going to show you how to find it here. Okay, or you're going to go to like a site here, okay? Statcounter.com. It keeps the stats of who is hitting your website. And this is really good to have because it kind of tells you your traffic. And you can have it emailed to you every day. You can have detail, and you can have it once a week, once a month, whatever you want. When you set up a project, I set this up for dietsolution.ws, which is my sample site, okay, which I get hits on, because it's a real site. If you went under configure right here, okay, configure, and you went to security code, it gives you a project ID and current security code. So if this was the site that was linked to the site for Stevens, for example, I would copy this number here. I would copy this ID here, okay, and I go to Steve's site here, and I would paste it right here, okay, and I go back to here, and I copy this right here, and you can do it, or I can do it for you, either one, okay, and put it right here, and then you hit update, and every single click to your website will be tracked. Now I'm going to take this out of here, and I'll show you how. So every single click, and you can ignore your own because you can hide your own IP address in here, is tracked, okay? So I go back to statistics. And what this is seeing, this is, bless you, this is page views, we have unique visitors, and we have returning visitors. So today I had 1 returning visitor, 4 uniques, and 11 page views on my site. Saturday I had 5 uniques, 7 page views. 1 return, 6, 9. You see this right here? And it keeps it like a week at a time. You can choose it. There's all kinds of choices there. This is free. This is free. Okay? But look over here on the left-hand side. You could say, where is my visitors coming from? Visitor path. Where are they coming from? It shows me where they're coming from. Roadrunner, you know, AT&T. Okay? Look at this right here. Let's see some other links in here. Returning visitors, visitor link. Okay, it tells you how long they stayed on the site. Visitor activity, right here. How many page views I got? Here's one from the United States. This came from, you know, it shows where they're coming from. They're coming from different URLs. Okay.
Wow.
So you can see on here, you know, the visitor map. You know, it puts a map of where they're coming from. So this is a really neat plugin that allows you to see. You can even do hourly. You can see where, you know, what the keywords are coming from and stuff like that, and so on. Okay. Any questions on that? So if you set it up, I can add it in there for you.
And when you mean by setup, you mean by setup is just getting a
set up a free account. Go to statcounter.com and set you up a free account.
Okay.
Yeah, StatCounter got a free account. Then what you do is you just come over here. I'll just show you how to do. You just go add a project. You come over here and say add a project, and all you do is come in here and put your website URL, call it something. You don't need a group or not like that. Email it to somebody. Decide if you want a weekly report, a monthly report, a daily report. You want all the details, and what email you're going to email it to. Okay, and hit save, and then go to that project. And just go to, any project here and just hit to configure, and then go to security code and grab this do IDs right there. And then they go right into your WordPress site under plugins right here. And again, I can help you do this. And then put it project ID and security code, hit update, and every click from that point on will be set to your stat counter. And then if you get a report every day, every week, or whatever, it'll email your report.
Great.
And it'll tell you how much traffic you're getting by the efforts you're getting. Now, it's not going to tell you exactly where the traffic's coming from as far as like if you were doing different type of marketing methods, because it wouldn't track a marketing method from Craigslist to handing out cards or flyers or whatever. It's just going to tell you how many people went to the site and returning and so on. But if you're doing marketing efforts, you'll see it would go up. Okay? Okay. Any questions on that? Okay, so we kind of covered everything right on these two sectors here. Now we're going to come over here and driving traffic. Okay? I'll run through these and then I'll show you some stuff here. Okay, so writing a blog post on your website. You can do it yourself. You can hire it done. You can buy articles. You can do all kinds of stuff. The thing that's important is once Google puts an article in their index, is what they call their index. You put an article out there, they're not going to put it in their index unless it's 70% different because it's a duplicate article. So you can't just copy another article unless you want it on your site for people to see, and that's okay. But so if you want stuff on there for people to see, that's fine. But if you want uniqueness, you're not going to get it unless it's 70% different. Okay? This is the number one thing. It's the number one thing that you can do to drive natural traffic to your website. If you do it consistently, you can really score. Okay? Blogging, there's a ton of traffic out there. Ads on Craigslist, I don't know if you did it. I'll show you how that's done. There's flyers that we have on the site. You can do all kinds of stuff. Car magnets, drop cards, drop bills. You can make a Facebook ad. You can make a banner ad on high traffic sites. You can do postcard marketing. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. The key thing is you got to drive traffic to your website. Okay? People have to see it or they won't happen. Now, obviously, you can, somebody wants to buy something, you can always just direct them there, go there and buy it. And they just go there and buy it and say, I'll ship it out to you. It's just the easiest way. You don't have to worry about taking a credit card or whatever. Okay, so let me show you the blog portion of the website. Down here at the very bottom, it says blog. And I have 2 sample blogs in here. Everybody has this. Okay? And they have these posts, and these posts are not going to rank because they're out there already. It's like I said, so you want to create new ones, but you can leave them there. It's no big deal. They ain't going to hurt nothing, okay? So on here, there's a couple things. There's all natural homeopathic weight loss drops. When you click on that, it goes right to your home page, okay? I'll go back. You see the drops over here. When you click on it, it goes right to your home page, okay? And then here's recent posts and categories and tags. And these are articles. So when you click on the highlighted article here, here's an article. And there, some posts and tags. And they can. This is where you share and tweet this, okay? There's some images there. There's some text. Okay? You got to make it look, you got to make it look. There's a link back to your site and stuff like that. You got to make it look appealing. People can make comments. This is an article post. This is like the daily newspaper. Google indexes this, how to lose weight the right way. See that word? That's a keyword right there. It's called a long tail keyword, but it's a keyword. See, how to lose weight the right way, right there. How to lose weight the right way. That's considered a long tail keyword. They will rank you. Okay? Here's your goal. Here's your goal right here. Watch this right here. Site colon, I hope I haven't totally lost somebody yet. Site colon, I'm going to put my rickbillings.com website, okay? When you do site colon, it tells you how many pages are in Google's index. I have over 7,500 pages in Google's index. 7,500 on my Rick Billings site. Okay? So Google has 7,500 pages in their index for my site. Okay? Let's look at Lynn's site and see if she's been blogging. I don't know if she's been blogging on her site. Slenderiix.com. Nope, she had been, well, let's see, did I spell it right? Slender, lost an I here. Okay? She has 56 pages in Google's index. That's what you're shooting for. You're shooting to have more get pages in Google's index. Now, you will have some because they will index your site. Okay? But when you do site colon, that's how many, the more pages you have in Google's index, the more, I shouldn't say more pages. When you post blog posts, let me back up and give you an example here. Do you know that there's Google bots and there's, that visit your site, and other search engines visit your site to see if there's new content? Do you know that, like ESPN during football season, there are hundreds of bots that live on ESPN site because it's updated like every few minutes? So when somebody wants the latest score and they type it in, boom, ESPN comes up. When there's that much activity, you get visited more. So when you have a website and it's out there, Google comes and visits it, okay? Then they come back a week later and visit. And then they see there's some activity there, so maybe I'll come back every 3 days and see if there's any new pages there. And all of a sudden there's nothing happening for 3 weeks. So it says, okay, nothing happened 3, I'm going to go back to a week. Okay, nothing's happened a week, I'm going to go to 2 weeks, okay? We'll come and visit every 2 weeks. Nothing's really happened, let's come back every 3 weeks. Nothing's really happened, let's come back every 4 weeks. The next thing you know, Google's coming to your site once every 3 months because nothing's happening. Nothing extra is happening. So they have nothing to look for. They're not dumb, they can't crawl every site in the world. But when you put a blog post on there once a week, twice a week, once a day, you can train the Google bots to come there every single day. I have Google bots on my site, some of my sites every single day because they see that there's new articles and they want to put them in their index. Google's about relevancy. When somebody types how to lose weight the right way, it wants to make sure they're serving up a site that has that's relevant for that keyword there, but has other activity on it. It's not stale, and it's going to be up-to-date information. And if they see it being updated all the time, they think, well, this is a site that's, they're smart. I mean, with all the PhDs they got at Google, it's amazing. So you're better off posting one article every week or one article every 2 weeks for a year than you are posting, 12 articles in a month and nothing for the next 11 months. And I can show you how you can take and post articles in the future. You could write 50 articles today and have them posted for the next year, spaced out, 5 days apart. Okay, because the blog allows you to put up the time, and I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to stop a second because I don't want to keep going without answering a few questions along the way. Okay, because I'm going to show you how to do a blog. We're actually going to do a post right on his site here. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this. Any questions so far? Okay, if you do, jump out here. Okay, so first of all, would it not make sense to first find out what people are searching for? If people are not searching for, something stupid, purple giraffes, if they're not searching for that, I mean, why would you want to have a keyword purple giraffes? You know what I'm saying? So Google will tell you exactly what people are searching for. and it's called keyword research. So if you type into your Google, just type in Google keyword tool. Okay, they're changing all this around. Okay, so Google keyword tool, you'll get this or whatever. Then click on Google keyword tool, and what it's taking us to is saying keyword tool's changing. It was replaced by keyword planner. They're calling it now, but here's what you want to get to. If you have a Google account, you can get in here to, and you might have to set this up. A Google AdWords account. You're not going to buy nothing in here. You're just going to use a tool in here, okay? So it's called Google Planner, or a keyword planner, okay? But you can find it versus Google keyword tool, okay? And it says, what would you like to do? Search for a new keyword. Now I'm going to do a keyword that is, I'm going to do a keyword that is not exactly weight loss, but it has to do with weight loss, okay? And because it's important that you attract traffic from a variety of people in a variety of ways. You just don't want to be weight loss, because you got to keep in mind, if you're always just weight loss, you're competing against Sensa, Jenny Craig, all Weight Watchers, all these other things that got millions of dollars are spending. So you got to look for keywords that are relevant to your website, but maybe not that have low competition. So I'm going to type in coconut oil. I'm going to do an article on coconut oil. Okay, I just feel like I want to do coconut. Coconut oil is good for you. It helps you with weight loss and stuff like that. So I typed in coconut oil in the thing. Google comes back and it says coconut oil is searched 246,000 times a month. It has high competition, and on Google AdWords, you'll pay about $1.03 for that keyword. We're not going to do that, but it shows what it is. 246,000 times a month, somebody types in coconut oil. Okay? I guess I could have went exact match. Well, this is fine for now. Okay. Look at this right here. Coconut oil for hair. Where to buy coconut oil. What you're looking for are keywords that have medium to low competition with a lot of search volume. So could you write an article on benefits of coconut oil that has low competition, but 33,000 people are searching it a month in the United States? 33,000. So what is, let me get my calculator. I get excited about this stuff. We'll write another article tomorrow. 33,100 divided by 30 days. That's, let's do it right, 33 divided by 30. That's 1,100 searches a day. Benefits of coconut oil. You don't think you could hook somebody to get to your site to maybe see a weight loss? How the benefits of coconut oil can help you lose weight. Okay? So you look down here, cooking with coconut oil. That don't excite me as much. Coconut recipes, coconut uses maybe. Oh, it's used helping 40,000 searches, medium. Coconut oil is used for assisting in weight loss. I tell you what, Dr. Marlisa Hurt, when I take Slenderiix, I take coconut oil. I eat coconut oil every day. I cook my eggs in it. We've been using it for 2 years now. Ever since I learned about it from Marlisa Hurt, it's the best thing you could ever do. Helps you with hair loss when people are losing weight and stuff like that, and so on. So you look down this list here, and you look for keywords. These are keywords. That means it has to be duplicated exactly like that on the website. Benefits of coconut oil. Okay? So let's just do weight loss in here. Weight loss. Well, let's just put weight loss. It's going to be competitive, and you're probably not going to find anything low to medium, but if you did, but that's not long enough. See, weight loss 90,000 times is very high. Look at almost $5 on the keywords. Fast weight loss. Look at also high, medium. Weight loss calculator. Weight loss food, medium, 8,100. I don't usually, if it's, I hover. That's marginal, 8,000 a month. I mean, because there's so many more that get so many more hits. You know, juicing for weight loss. You might do an article on juicing for weight loss. 12,000. It's not bad. So you do juicing for weight loss and just write an article because you're trying to provide value to people. And you write a neat article about juicing for weight loss, and all of a sudden, you might do a little research on it, and all of a sudden somebody's on your site, and they're thinking, drops, gosh, I've never seen this, homeopathic, oh my goodness. Do you get that? I need to get some response back to see if you understand this part, because to me, it's really not that complicated. Google is real-time telling you what people are searching on the internet in North America.
Yeah, I get it. It seems there to be able to write the articles and stuff. It might be if you don't have a lot of time. It seems time consuming.
Yes, it is. It is. But I'm just showing you. I just want to show you that your website has this in place. Don't have to do it. It has it in place. And I can tell you right now, I don't have him working for me now, but I had a Filipino kid working for me for $2 an hour. He told me it's like equivalent of making $15 here in the United States. $2 an hour writing articles for me for about a year. Okay? And, I changed away from him because he was graduating from college and went off working for another job and had to quit on me. But, you can hire people in the Philippines that speak English, that have good, that have good English and stuff like that. And have people do articles for you very inexpensively.
That's great.
I mean, you'd be
Hey,
surprised.
Rick, I have a quick question for you.
Yep.
If you follow somebody's blog that you really like their content, like my wife and I like John the Discount Juicer guy, okay? So maybe we write, like you said, juicing for weight loss, and we include, when we write his name, I know on WordPress you can add a link so that if somebody clicks on his name, it takes you to his site. Do clickbacks and stuff like that help with generating traffic as much as one might think? Like if he sees
it does if he would click back to you. If he had a high traffic site and he linked back to you, you linking to him doesn't help you a lot. I mean, it's not bad, but it gets somebody off your site to his site. So really, you don't want to do that often. But if somebody links back to you, like I got a couple sites that have like a high page rank on them, and when I link back to somebody else, they get the Google juice from that page rank and stuff like that, which is huge. But yeah, I mean, people linking back to you is better than you linking to them, if that makes sense, because Google sees you as
absolutely. I guess I'm trying to figure out what the internet etiquette is on link backs and stuff like that. I mean, if you request, hey, I'm sending people to your site, would you consider highlighting me on a post or something? Like, what's the etiquette when it comes to building a relationship with somebody that could help your traffic?
Yeah, that's a tough thing. That's a tough thing, just because it's kind of tough to get people to give a link or something like that unless you know them or something like that, because sometimes what you're doing is not relevant to what they're doing. But if it is, then of course try it. But I mean, the days of linking back and forth have gone by the wayside. People just don't do that anymore. They'll link it if they see something beneficial and stuff like that, but just swap a link, it usually doesn't happen too much. I mean, if somebody asked to put a link on my site, on one of my sites now, I wouldn't do it because where would it go? It might not make sense to be on my site.
Right.
So, because, I mean, when you write an article like that, you're writing an article to get Google to index it, to have a chance to index it, so when people are searching, they end up on your site. Because over time, when you start doing it, you start seeing people, you build up traffic to 10 hits a day, 12 hits a day, 15, 20 hits a day. You start to see that, and then you start generating sales, and it but as Steve says, it does take some work.
Right. So just by linking back, that doesn't help your ranking or hits or anything like that then either.
Not you linking to them. People linking to you, yes, but not you linking to them.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Okay. Other questions? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write an article here, okay? So I'm going to come over here to post. Remember, these are the posts right here. And these are the two articles right here. I'm going to do a new article at the top, okay? And I happen to have an article here that I have, some articles that I had purchased I've never used at all. and it's on coconut oil. It's not the benefits, it's just coconut oil. So this is going to be the title. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put the title here, okay? And then this is going to be the body copy, right to here, copy. And you'll have to determine, we might want to delete this because I haven't read this whole thing all the way through, but there's a copy right there. Back up here, okay? And now, what's important here is you want a couple images, okay? So I'm going to take and put an image here. I got a couple images I put in order on my desktop over here. I'm going to come over here to images. I'm going to hit add media. I'm going to go search for them. I'm going to upload images because they're not in my media library already. I'm going to select the images where they're at. They're on my desktop right here, and one's right there, and one's right there. Coconut oil, and okay, so it uploads those in the site. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on this one first, and I want to right justify it. I don't want it that big. I'll say 295 to 30. I'll insert it in the post. It puts it right there. I'm going to come down here and put one down here on this side, and I'll insert it, and it's tropical traditions, and I'm going to justify it on the left, and I'll hit insert, and it puts it there. And then you have to have this. There's a tool that if you really start doing some blogs, you should get keyword SEO Pressure. I think it's SEOpressure.com. SEO Pressure. This is a 14-day free trial. This is a really cool tool right here, okay? And I have a link to it on my resources section on my Billings site. But you get this tool, and what it does, it tells you how many H1 headline, H2, and H3, and how many keyword density you have, okay? So our keyword for this thing right here is going to be coconut oil, okay? Not for weight loss, just coconut oil. That's the keyword they're going to use. So here it is right here, coconut oil. And we got to have coconut oil in here. Many oils contain blah, 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 coconut oil again. Your density wants to be 2 to 3% of the words that you have. So if I look at down here in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a word count, 608 words, okay? So I have 608 words times 2%. I need to have 12 keywords in here that say coconut oil, okay? 12 keywords. There's 1, 2. So that would be perfect for Google. And this SEO Presser that you install as a plugin here on the site, and I can help you do that too if you're interested in that. It's like a $97 plugin or whatever. It will actually allow you to put a keyword in there, and it will tell you everything you need to do to score it up to like 90%, 98%. It keeps scoring it as you put the keyword in there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I mean, I can show it to you on another site because I do have it on another site if you want to, if you really want to see it. But I'm highlighting these just to show you coconut oil. We want to have it in there at least 12 times. You don't want to overstuff it too much, but do you get the director? Now we want to put in here. Let's put in, and I have to read the copy, but let's just say, other benefits from coconut oil. Okay, and I'm going to highlight this, and I want to make this, because the coconut in there, an H2, headline 2. Now just think of this as you're looking at the newspaper. Newspaper has a big headline. They have a little sub-headline, an H2. They got a smaller headline. They got copy. They got pictures. This is the same thing. Come down here and say, tropical traditions, offers great coconut oil. I don't know. Doing this on the fly here. Okay, let's make this an H3, because then there's the tropical traditions is that jar. So let's make this an H3. Okay, and just dropping this down the thing right here. Okay, so that's an H3 right here. And I'm going to take this picture, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to hit this first icon, and I'm going to edit the properties of it. I want to make sure that this says coconut oil in the alternate text here. And I want to make sure this one says coconut oil. It does right there. Okay. So now I have two pictures that have tags on them that say coconut oil. I have my H1 up here, H2, H3, and I got body copy that says coconut oil. Okay, and then I can give it a tag over here, and I can just tag it for coconut oil. I'm basically setting up this article to tell Google that this is a relevant article about coconut oil. And obviously, the longer you would make it, like the benefits of coconut oil for losing weight, benefits of losing coconut oil would be better, a longer keyword, because they're less competitive, as we looked in that search. So you hit coconut oil there, and you hit publish right here. And if I come back over, since this is published, just like this, I go to my blog, and let's just hit back so I can get on my list here and hit update. And it puts it up here. I got to put a title picture there. Here it is, coconut oil. I click on it, okay, and here's the article right there. There's the picture, coconut oil. You see that? And there's that tag I put at the bottom for coconut oil, and they'll add it down to the tags here. So as you're writing more about, right now this is weighted more to Slenderiix of all 3 articles, okay? So let me go back and add this featured article down, this featured image. Well, that's right here. You add your thumbnail image right here. You can add a featured image, and it goes in that box there, okay? So does everybody understand this?
Yeah. Did this article, is this something that you just picked out of?
This is some weight loss articles I bought, 6 months ago. I never used this one because when I use them, I delete them. So I didn't use this one. I never posted it.
How do you buy them?
You can buy articles on the internet. You just Google them on the internet. There's all. I have some resources on my Rick Billings site for articles. There's a couple good quality places that sell. There's actually places that will write them for you, also. So.
Okay. I was just curious.
Okay. So let me show you something else. Okay. Now let's mark it. Let's do this right here. Let me come over here. Let me jump to Facebook. Okay. I'm on my Facebook page. And I don't know if this is updated fast enough here for this article, but let's just try it. I'm going to take this URL. I'm going to copy this URL. Control C. I'm going to come to my Facebook, and I'm going to paste it right here, okay? And it's going to search the site. Oh, it already picked up the picture. And I'm going to take this out, the URL out, and I'm going to post it. So I just posted coconut. Let's go on to Steve's site on Facebook. So you've seen these on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Everybody see these? Watch when I click on it. Boom, I'm on Steve's site.
Huh.
And there's a like. There's a Facebook like on that page.
Huh.
Hey, Rick, I have a question about that. So I have a blog that's on the WordPress platform. I use the dummyproof.com versus the .org, and maybe that's the answer to my question, but I'm not certain. When I set it up and I wanted to add that social share mechanism, I physically had to go to a site and copy the code and then enter that into the dashboard of each post that I wrote. Now, I noticed you didn't do that. Is that a plugin that's only available on the .org side of things?
Yeah, I haven't used the .com at all. But yeah, these are just plugins that are put in here so that let me see if I can find it. Automatically appears there. Let's see that plugin. Google Analytics.
Well, I think one of the main differences between .com and .org is .com you have to use their themes. You can't buy a theme from, say, ThemeForest or something like that. But I think another big difference is the plugins as well.
Yeah, the plugins, because you got all kinds of plugins. But yeah, this comes up here, and I only have Twitter and and Facebook on here, not to get too carried away and stuff like that, but you could have Pinterest and things like that on here also. I think that's a setting inside the optimized press setting here. I'd have to look and see. But I just want to show you that's how easy. See, here's a blog post right here. You can tell the blog posts because they look like that. That's how easy it is to put on the site right here, okay? And you post on your either your fan page or whatever. When I blog on my regular site, I post them on my fan page over here. Well, I won't get into Facebook right now. But you see how easy? You just copy the link right here, all you do is copy this link right here and post it on Facebook. It will go and find it, and then you take that link away because it's already in the picture. You can write a comment about it above there, and so on. Okay? So that post is there. If I go back to all posts, here it is sitting right there. Okay?
Rick, I have a question for you. We just brought in Wade Taylor. He owns WS Radio. It's a business radio station, internet radio station. And if we were to post links to their, say, 1 hour of content about weight loss or, Lynn's rags to riches story, and because we're going to do this every week, there might be 2 shows a week. And so if that gets posted on these sales sites, how would we go about doing that to make that an effective tool?
Well, that's really going to be a value added to everybody. So in other words, if everybody had a site posted on their site, that's no big deal because it's more of a resource for somebody to go and see that and post a link on Facebook. See, Google searching is only one way to get traffic, okay? So what I mean by is if everybody posted an article and an audio from the show, from one show in a week's time, they're not all going to get indexed in Google, but that's okay because there's still value for people that do get to the site to listen to that come in a different way. Does that make sense? Or you post it on Facebook and they clicked on it and then they heard it there. So your blog can contain anything you want it to contain. Okay?
Okay, so Google doesn't recognize audio.
Well, it's going to recognize the metadata around the audio and whatever description you have around it.
Okay.
It's getting, here's the deal. I don't know if you realize it, but on YouTube, every YouTube video out there gets transcribed automatically. You go on YouTube and you can go on the annotation and see the whole transcription of the whole entire video.
So what if we transcribed?
Well, I'm just saying, YouTube already does it. So SoundCloud or some of these other ones, they might be doing that. And then that's how they search it, is through that transcription.
Okay. Well, what I was getting at is, let's say we had a radio show with this content and we were able to get the actual words off the show on there. Would that be a way to do it too? Yeah,
but it's not going to benefit Google's not going to index everybody's site, that page on everybody's site because they're all the same content.
Got it. Okay.
I think you can put a sound bite onto a website or onto Google, or you can put an MP3 file.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, that's easy. You just have to add a plug-in. You just have to have an audio plug-in. So it's easy. Or it's actually got it here under the media. I think you can dump it in here, but it's better to have an audio plug-in that you can add to the site. And you just put a snippet of code, and then you got an audio there.
Okay.
Then Google will look at the title and index the title.
Yeah. But we're just saying is if 7 of you do the same audio with the same title on the site, they're only going to index one of them.
Right. So they're going to change the title of the audio.
You can do that.
For each edition, there's a different title.
Yeah, sure can. You can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so does anybody have any questions about posting articles?
The plugin that gives you the text files, is that an easy one to get? Do you have that? Do we get it from you? Tell me about that.
The one that has the optimization, the SEO presser?
Yes, for the font sizes and the indexing of the
Let me show you what that looks like. Let me just show you what that looks like. Let's see.
Okay. Or you can just send it to me and I can read it myself. This is Jonathan.
Yeah, let me just show you just real quick how that works. It's pretty slick.
Okay.
Let me just let's see.
Because that certainly makes writing a whole bunch easier if the layout is there for you. There it is. Coconut oil for weight loss and more.
Okay, so So here's a site here. If we do a blog post, okay, and here's a post right here. Okay, so this is SEO Presser when it's put in. Okay, and
You know what? Your connection is down, so we'll have to do it another time, Rick.
okay,
My connection to.
okay, but let me just do it because it's being recorded and other people can see the screen still. Okay? So right here, this is SEO Presser. What you do is you add a keyword. You can add up to 3 keywords, but I recommend only doing 1 keyword. So for an example, you can do Slenderiix. Okay?
Right.
This is my brother's blog, actually, not mine. And so he's got it wrong here because he's got Slenderiix. Oh, no, he's got Slenderiix right here. Slenderiix homeopathic and Slenderiix down here. But I told him he should only do 1 of these, okay? But what you do is it comes through here, and it keeps track of what your score is. Like this has got a Google score of 82.33. Keyword density 2.17. You want this between 2 and 3, okay? And it comes over here, and it check marks and says, okay, you have your keywords bolded, you have italicized, you have your H1 tag, you have your H2 tag, you have your H3 tag. And so I can tell you right now, let's see, I would probably get a little bit higher score. Let me see if this picture has Slenderiix in it. Okay, watch this right here. Slenderiix, okay? Take this out. Let me just see if that increases our score. Okay, so I took and changed the keyword on that picture. I hit update, and we're at 82.3. And it rescores it, and I took out weight loss. I see a weight loss there. I only usually shoot for 1 keyword or a keyword string, but this is this plugin will actually look at your each post, and it'll guide you through what you should do to to get a higher score. When you get up to in the 90s, you're that much closer to being ranked inside of Google. If you write a post and you're in the 60s or 70s, Google's never going to index you. They might index you, but you're going to be 28 million pages down. You know, it was still the same score because that didn't. I took out the weight loss and I put in Slenderiix, so I really traded that. But stage 1. Let's do that here. This is. Let me just add something. Let me just try something right here. Slenderiix weight loss. Okay. Okay, let me just make this an H2 and just see if that gives us any juice. I mean, you can have multiple H2s. You can have more than 1 H2, but I just want to show you how when it recalculates it, you can see the score go up. The density should go up because we added another keyword. We said Slenderiix weight loss, and there's Slenderiix and weight loss is in here. So that density was 2.17. It should go up a little bit. There's 1,746 words. Usually you don't want to post over. You want them in the 5 to 700 word range. You get them much longer, and sometimes people don't. And this usually goes a little bit faster than this, but again, we're sharing the screen. Do you guys see my screen still?
Yeah.
Yes, I can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This thing works faster than that normally. But it's one of the greatest tools if you're going to do blogging that you can do because, no sense in having posts if they're bad, if they're not ranking, not up there with the right density, the right keywords and stuff like that. You're wasting your time.
Okay. Optimize.
Okay. Well, look at that. 2.8, 90.95 just by adding that right there. So from 82 to 90.5 and a keyword density of 2.28. See that?
Yeah.
So just by adding that Slenderiix weight loss right here, we improved our score. Does everybody see that?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. So we've, let me close some of these right here. Keyword tool. Any questions on the keyword tool here?
No.
Okay, any questions on blogging?
So did you just go into the blog at the bottom of the opening page?
No, I logged into my back office. I view it from the bottom of the page. You can view it down there. But I logged into my back office, okay, and I hit post right here. And here they are.
Okay.
Now watch this real quick. Let's say that I'm excited. I got 5 posts. I'm going to post another one, but I'm not going to do a whole one, but I'm just going to type something in here. Let's see. Say I type in something homeopathic weight loss, okay, and boom, 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 whatever it is right here. But I want this to be posted. Today is Sunday. I want this to be posted on Tuesday. Look at this right here. I can go over here and I can sit publish. I hit edit publish. I drop this down to that's December. Let's say the 31st. I want this posted on the 31st of this year at 1 o'clock, 1300, 111. I hit OK. It's now scheduled for 2 days from now at 1 o'clock in the afternoon approximately. So I go back to my post, stay on page, scheduled, okay? I go back to my post over here, and it comes over here and it says, where's that at right here? Scheduled. Okay, I got 1 scheduled. See, I got 1 scheduled, which is that one. I have 3 published. I have 4 total. Okay? So this is a scheduled post. See right here, scheduled? See in the far right date? It says, so you can sit there, write 5 articles, and schedule them out for the next 2 weeks. So the best thing to do, optimize your time, is you get some articles in the groove. You spend a half a day writing articles, but you schedule them out for the next 2 weeks. And then if you get enough ahead of you, is the way I've always done it. I try to get them out 2 or 3 months out. So that way you always have them being posted consistently. So now you're training the Google bots to come back to you, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, very good.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want that one. I'm going to hit trash. Look at this right here. I hit trash. And then it's always a good thing to empty the trash. So you go to the trash right here. And then you just select all these right here. Or you can select that one. What action you want to take. I want to permanently delete just that one. Apply, and it deletes it. And if I go back to all, and it's just the 3 I had.
Wow. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and it's something that I'm showing you, and if you haven't done it, but, it's one of those things that over time, it's not the only way, but it's just a way that if you do like to write, if you do have the resources or know somebody or can pay for it to be done, you can really get your blog getting some natural, you can get it up in the search engines. Somebody's, next thing you know, they're Googling Slenderiix and your site's on page 1 or page 2 in Google. I mean, you start to sell a lot of product when you're on the first couple pages of Google.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. The other thing I was going to touch base on is obviously your area of the country in San Diego area. That's obviously Craigslist is big in that area. I think San Diego is one of the top 10 or 20 cities, 10 cities in Craigslist or whatever. When one of the best things you can do is you're on the site right here. I don't know if you have any capture software. They make a Snagit. I have the Snagit software here. They make Jing from Jing Project, which is free actually. Snagit's like $50 to own it, and it does screen capture. So I clicked on that, and I can come over here and I can just zoom in on this screen here. Zoom in. I can crop the screen. So I can come over here and I can crop it and say, here's the part of the screen right here. It says order now. And it snags this part of the screen, and I can then save it. Let's do file save, and I'll just stick it on the desktop here. Slenderiix. Okay, I would just name it the website name. Okay, and then here it is, obviously, if I find it over here.
Rick, what's the name of that tool?
Snagit.
Snagit's
really great. Yeah, Snagit's a really great tool. You can record video. You can snag a picture, crop a picture, and you can also capture video. You can record audio and video, make YouTube videos, and upload them to YouTube directly. But it hovers on the side. I have it over here. It hovers anywhere in your computer, and just go grab it. The top one for the cameras highlighted blue. That's a video below there. You just hit the red one, and then you bring these crosshairs anywhere in your thing, and you can grab this picture. Okay, and I just snagged that one picture right there, and it keeps. You can put annotation on it with arrows and all kinds of crap and stuff like that, and post pictures, on YouTube or whatever. So okay, so. That picture I just snagged is, where'd it go? Oh, here it is right here. Okay, so if I look at this picture and open it up, here's this picture I just snagged. So this is what I would upload to Craigslist when I wrote an ad. I just write a little ad in Craigslist, the title, I'd upload this picture, and then I'd put the link to the website. Or maybe I would take and snag it, I would take and type underneath this. Let's do it again. And type underneath this, okay? Let's do it even better. Let's come around here, because obviously you want your name on everything. And get the composition just about right. It pops up. Let's come over here to the text tool. Text tool. I use this more for snagging than I did, and they changed it. Let's see, where's the text tool? I guess that's it. Oh yeah, right there. Okay, so I can come over here and just maybe draw a box right there, and just put www.wait. And I'm really big into caps on the on your website. So like capital W, capital L, because that really stands out. And then text, let's see, text. So I can go to a bigger font. Too big.
Does Gmail worry whether or not you've got caps in your email address?
What's that?
Does Gmail worry whether or not you put caps in your email address?
No.
Or do you change it?
No. Nope.
Okay, so they just look at the letters.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just grabbing this real quick. I'm just trying to show you an example. And, but say you have it there, weight loss thing, and you could take an arrow and point an arrow to it or something like that. Let's say that you had, you wanted to put a bunch of arrows to it. I don't know. I'm just showing you. And then you save it, and then you post it, and at least your website's on here and also inside the ad copy. Okay?
Right.
So, posting an ad like that, you can make a flyer. You could draw it out a little bit bigger and save it and actually print them out if you wanted to, and it's just a shot of your website, okay? Some of these other things I'm just going to ask you if you have any questions on them. These other things are really pretty straightforward as far as marketing goes. Drop cards, magnets, Facebook ads, banner ads. There's high traffic sites out there on the internet that you can create a little banner ad. Sometimes they'll create them for you. And spend $30 a month, $50 a month, and when people click on them, they go right to your website. You could just come in here and say, weight loss. I don't even know. Let's see, moms that want to lose weight. It's kind of silly, but let's see. Discussion groups. Lose the baby weight. Okay, this for an example right here. Okay, lose the baby weight. It's got a page 3 rank up here. I can see that from here. You can actually go in and do a little bit of research to see the site statistics of how many hits they get and stuff like that by having a plugin on Chrome. This is PageRank, a PageRank plugin. And there's just a lot of information on here. But like this right here, Tom's Toothpaste, this is an ad. Okay, that's a Google ad actually. But like here's an ad right here. This person right here is buying this ad. This ad right here. And you say, well, how do I do that? Here's another ad right here. You just go to the bottom down here and you look for advertising. It's usually at the very bottom of the page, and you just look for advertising. There's usually an advertising link here. Most pages have them. See it yet? Let's see.
It's down at the bottom by the little baby magazine on the left.
Advertise with us. Thank you. Yep. See? And so then you can look in here. You can see their audience. Okay, here it is right here. You know, the medium income, moms, whatever, the closing date of their next ads. You know, when their ads go, their rates. Okay, full page, little, you know. Oh, wait a minute. This is probably for the baby magazine itself. Okay, my bad. Yeah, this looks like it's for like the magazine itself because I can see it's full page, half page, and they usually don't talk that way. Let's see, they usually talk more in the, but you get the idea. At the bottom of these pages, let's see, the bottom of these pages usually can find where they charge for advertising and stuff like that. Okay, let's see, work at home moms. Work at home moms. Nope. Here's one right here. Work at home moms. Here's one right here. You know, you go to the bottom, they got advertising all over. Look at this banner ads here, here, here. You go to the very bottom and you see get that small county budget. Oh, advertise. Right here, and then they show you. See right here, leaderboard ad, rectangle ad, and stuff like that. You know, here's the ad prices. 1 month, $50. 3 months, $135 for different sizes and stuff like that. And then you inquire and contact them. They send you information and stuff like that. So there's websites like this all over the internet. And when somebody clicks on an ad, let's go back to home. When somebody clicks on one of these ads, like up here, I'll just click on it. It drives them right to their website. Okay, which would drive you right to your weight loss site. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Rick, do you think that that's good or better than pay-per-click?
Oh yeah, pay-per-click is tough for this stuff here. Pay-per-click is too competitive. All these major players will beat you up on pay-per-click. I mean, you know, you'll pay $4 or $5 a click. So your click-through rate and stuff like that. Facebook is different, but if you're talking about Google pay-per-click, now a couple things.
Yeah, Google pay-per-click.
Let me ask you something and see how observant you are. Have many of you on the call been on any calls with Tim Sales?
Yes.
Yeah.
What? Anybody else?
Yeah.
Have you heard him? Have you heard him at all mention any advertising mediums at all in any of his calls in the last 6 months?
No, not that I know of.
I thought he referred to going to...
I've heard him say it on three different calls. He's mentioned. He talks about newspaper. He talks about classified ads. He talks about banner ads.
Right. Yes.
And he talks about them because he does them.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Now a couple of things. He's not doing the free stuff because he doesn't have the time, but he does the paid stuff, campaigns and stuff like that. The point being, in direct and post-war marketing and stuff like that, is that you don't think about it, but you know, it's how you can get massive, you know, traffic to your site. You know, if you get the right, you're not going to get it the first time, but if you get the right blog, the right website, you know, it's just like on Facebook. When you target people on Facebook, Facebook ads are real easy to do. They're simple to do. You just do it. You fumble through it and do it one time or whatever. It's simple. It's just the hardest thing about it is targeting the right people to see the ad and getting the word, you know, getting the word and the headline stuff right is is good, is hard too sometimes. But the point is just getting the right traffic source, because it's that old thing is you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. When you get a good traffic source and you have a bunch of people that are looking for weight loss, and then they see this, it sells. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's what it is. It works. I mean, for somebody to have a site and say, I got a site, I'm just going to put it out there and hope I get some sales, it's not going to happen. You get a site out there and you drive traffic to it. Now, obviously, you got to keep in mind this site is a long-term thing. This is not just here it's gone. This is something that you have for years and years and years. So, it can, over time, make a lot of money.
Got it.
I mean, the other thing that you guys got going is you could probably do a co-op, meaning that you could probably buy a more expensive, higher quality banner ad and maybe pay $300 for a banner ad a month or $400, and everybody pitches in $50, and you rotate them through a rotator, and it clicks on this site, this site, this site, this site. It just clicks through everybody's site like a rotator.
That's an interesting point. How do you do that?
Well, you just you would set up, you'd have to set up a site with a plugin that is a rotator plugin that goes in WordPress. So you'd set up a site, abc.com, okay? And you put a rotator plugin. I'll show it to you if you want to see it. You want to see it?
Okay.
Okay, I have it on my site. Okay.
We don't have time to do it now. Maybe we can,
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Okay, let me just log in and show you. This is my Rick Billings site. I have it on this. Okay, it's let me just turn it on. Plugins. It's called URL Rotator. Right here. Okay, activate Rotator. Okay, so when you'd put this on a site by itself. You wouldn't put it on a site. You just put it on a site by itself. Okay, and then so let's go to Rotator here. Let's go to Tools. URL Rotator. Okay, and what you do is you create a jump. They call it a jump key. So in this case, it's rickbillings.com / WL for weight loss. Okay, and then you plug all the sites in here. Right now, there's Google, YouTube, and watch this. Let's put in Steve's site. http://weightloss760.com. Okay, and add the jump key. Okay, here it is. Here's the jump key right down here. rickbillings.com / WL. I'm going to copy that. Okay, and every time I go through it, it's going to go to this site, this site, this site, this site, this site, this site, this site. Okay, watch this right here. So I got a browser. I hit paste, enter. Okay, it takes me to Google. Oh well, let's see what it takes. It takes me to. No, hang on. What did I do here? I put that in right. Oh, it's rotate between. Where did I get the jump key at? Well, that's weird. So I'm pasting in here. Did I save it? Yeah, I added it.
Doesn't look like it's in there in the box.
Paste. That's what I have. And why is it bringing up my other sites? Well, the key must be this right here. I haven't used it for a while, so it might be kind of goofed up. No, that's different.
You need to put something in the jump key box?
No, let me just edit this. Let me make it. Let me edit this and just go long thing. Weight loss, clicks, save group. That should go to rotate these targeted sites right there. If I click on it, okay, there's Google. Let me back up again. Let me click on it with this right here. This should open up Yahoo. There it is now. Okay. I click on it again. This should open up Steve's. Okay. See that right there?
Okay. Yeah.
And I click on it again. It should open up Google over here. See? And that's fourth click. That should be Google. There's Google. Okay, and here's the next click. So every time somebody clicked on the banner ad, they're clicking on the banner ad, right? Here's the banner ad. That's what you tell people to put in their link. It's a banner ad. It goes to Yahoo. Okay, and click on it one more time, and then it should have 6 clicks across there. Click on it again, it opens up, Steve's site. Okay, So I go back there, I should have 6 clicks. If I hit refresh here, I should have 6 clicks. Under clicks right there? Well, I don't know what. You should have 6 clicks anyway. Okay, but you can see, so that's a rotator. You just put it on you just have a regular site. I mean, you could actually put it on somebody's site, somebody's weight loss site, and it would just be, weight loss, like c76.com / whatever, weight loss. And then you give that to the advertising person, and every time you add a domain in there, in this URL, so, you got somebody, 6 or 8 people buy into it, you just put their domain in here, and every time they hit it, it just keeps rotating between those websites.
That's great.
So if that's something that a few of us would want to embark on, would you be able to guide us through that a little bit more?
Yeah, we'll just install this rotator on somebody's site or on a new site or something, Yep. That's
great.
Easy.
Thank you.
But finding a good source, because see, you think about it, okay? If you had 25 people putting in $100, you could buy a full page ad in the in New York Times, right? Or something like that gets a tremendous amount of high quality traffic versus screwing around with a little thing here. I mean, but again, it's about testing. I have no statistics on it. I'm kind of throwing out some ideas, and stuff like that. You probably want to start something small and like that, but I mean, sometimes, they can tell you the kind of traffic they drive, most places. But I think you get the gist of it.
Yes. In your experience, Rick, with all this, obviously you've done hundreds of these sites and stuff. Do you think that the blogging is the most efficient?
Well, blogging is for free traffic, for free. In other words, it's free because you can hire somebody to do it. But blogging, consistent blogging will get you some good traffic. It will. It does. I've done it many, many times. It will get you good traffic, consistent blogging, okay? And it's, it could be free of just your time. Your time's not free, but it could be, less expensive. The other thing that I've just been so busy I haven't been able to focus on it is, I don't know if you've heard of everyday door delivery.
No.
Every door delivery. Have you heard of every door delivery from the post office?
No.
Every door delivery. It's fairly inexpensive. The post office offers it. They will drop your postcards right in a neighborhood. So this is so cool, okay? So it's called Every Door Direct Mail, okay? EDDM, okay? Let's see. So use the tool. You come over here. Give me a zip code in your area, Steve.
92078.
Okay. So you start with the zip code, and I haven't messed with this right here. Okay. And let's see. Hang on. And see down here, it's giving you that zip code. It says there's 626 residents, and there's only 5 businesses. The cost is $100.96 to deliver 660 right to their door. And then you got the postcard cost, though. Okay, so you pay, that's just it's like 40. It's actually 20. Let's see, what is the total? 700. Let's do that math real quick. Let's see, $100.96 divided by 631. So it's 16 cents. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 112. Let's do the top one. 112.32 divided by 702. Yeah, 16 cents for postage. Besides the postcard. So you sit here and you pick your neighborhoods. See it highlight them here?
That's awesome.
You sit here and you say, okay, I want to send. Let's get this map a little bit. They changed the interface a
it
little
costs less than your postage.
Yeah, but you say, God, I want to send to this neighborhood. This is an awesome neighborhood over here, and you click these right here, okay? And then you fill out everything online, and it prints you out a sheet. You have your postcards. The postcards are printed with a bulk thing that says every door delivery or whatever like that. and then you take them to the post office with the sheet, which you paid for it online, and the postman. There's some little qualifications because you have them in stacks of, I think you have them in stacks of 100 or something like that. It's almost like bulk mail. But you'll look when you get something in the mail sometime, you'll see an EDDM on it. Every door direct mail. And this right here is very cost effective for direct mail. And I want to do it, but I haven't yet. But I think Slenderiix campaign would be great because everybody could pick a nice neighborhood they want to mail to that has the demographics and that's, that they're looking for.
Right. That's great. Great tip.
So anyway.
That's great.
And obviously repetition is important. You in direct mail, you're better off saying, if you had a budget that you could send out 2,500, you're better off sending out 3 or 4 sets that total 2,500 than you are 2,500 at one time. Because repetition, people have to see it 6 or 7 times before they buy. We all know that in marketing, 6 or 7 touches. So, you're going to get more sales by sending off, 500, 500, 500, 500 than you are 2,000.
Mhm.
Okay? And you could do this in the campaign too, because you could say, visit this site. When they visit that URL, it rotates it between several people.
Right.
I mean, you get all kinds of creative ways. But this is the neat thing, and this is all done through the post office, and you'd have to read up through here a little bit. And, this is residents only. You can see here, you can get rid of rural, and P.O. boxes or whatever. So it's a pretty nice little interface. And it only came out maybe about a year ago, a little over a year ago maybe. And I haven't used it yet. I've been dying to use it. I've got an awesome postcard to send out, and, But because our product, because 70% of the people are overweight and want to lose weight or know somebody wants to lose weight, we have a product that, direct mail, I think it would work good for direct mail. But again, I think it needs to be tested, and,
Got it. No, that's great.
Now, is this something that they give you the parameters of what your postcard should be as far as, size and shape and everything, or do you just...
Yeah, they do. I know how to do it too. I mean, I can design a postcard if you're looking for it. I can design one for you too, or they have them. But yes, and I'm looking. I mean, when I'm talking about this right here, I'm thinking like a half-page postcard. If you took 8.5 by 11, fold it in half to 8.5 by 5.5. That's the kind of postcard that I'm thinking of. Just a sheet of paper.
Right.
8.5 by 11.
Would it be similar to like taking that Snagit screenshot of your website and just using that, or something a little more sophisticated, maybe with like a URL or CR code?
Yeah, you can do that too. No, you can put a QR code on it too. Yeah, you want to make a postcard a little bit nicer than that.
Lynn's got them already for. She's got some of them already in her Who Is RX site.
Yeah, and here, let me show you. Here's let's see. On my Global Success Leader site, which, Lynn doesn't use this much anymore, but it's the site I have, under marketing materials, I don't have that exact size here, I don't think. But like here's a postcard here that's a tall one, 4.5 by 11. Okay. That has information on it, and it has, some other products too with it here. But
do you think
this right here?
Do you think odd sizes like that are good to capture your attention?
This was designed more for like a trade show handout.
Oh, okay.
Because this really doesn't have an area for marketing. It just has an area to put your contact information down here. So it's more of and it says ask them about giving a 30% discount for reps and stuff, but it's more of a grabber. It's an 8.5 by 11 vertical folded in half. So when you fold 8.5 by 11 vertical, it's 4.25 by 11, right?
Got it.
And then you fold the paper the other way, it would be more of a postcard.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought I had a postcard in here. I guess I don't. I've generated some traffic with these drop cards that just have a website only on them. As a guy, you know, a gal on one side and then a guy on the other side just has a website on it. And you just drop them everywhere. You just leave them everywhere and distribute them everywhere. There's one that's more medical looking. Door hangers. I mean, Tim Sales did the door hanger thing. And,
Right.
you know, if you could do door hangers too, that would get them to your site. But that's more intensive having somebody do it, you know. The everyday delivery of the cards would be better, but
that post service thing is great.
Yeah. So it's and I'm going to try it. I mean, you know, when I get some time, I'm going to, you know, design a postcard and do some, but I just haven't yet. You can even target the age over here. Look at this right here. Edit the age. Look at this right here. See this? That's amazing. So you want, you know, people that are 35 to 65, and it changes the statistics over there.
Wow.
Household income.
Huh.
Anyway.
Very cool.
Okay, any other questions that anybody has about anything? I know I went over a lot of stuff.
Probably end up having questions once we actually get on the site and start doing stuff.
Yeah, you can email me.
Okay.
Would it be good that we get out there and try to make it happen, and if we have generated enough questions, if we got them into you, would it be worthy enough to go through
Sure.
one more webinar?
Yeah, maybe me and Lynn could do one together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then Rick, are you with your you know, you've got tons of experience in doing all this stuff with all these sites. Do you feel it's generating a pretty good little income for? Are you reusing it for your marketing, or is it? I mean, how? I mean, we're.
Am I using Slenderiix site to sell Slenderiix?
Well, no. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm just saying that with the efforts you put into doing all this, do you feel like it's a good payoff in the end?
Making the sites for other people?
No. I mean, you know, by creating all these sites and you've been doing it for a while, when you look back on it, do you feel like it's been a good run for you to do this?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, I can tell you right now is I mean, I don't know if I'm getting your question exactly right, but you know, for me it's been great. I mean, I've sold tons of Slenderiix and we've helped a lot of people out in our team and stuff like that. And you know, you guys are not directly on my team, but you are indirectly with Lynn. So because me and Lynn do so much together, and so but the biggest thing is that I've had a handful of people that just have their site and they don't market it. They got their site and they don't do anything with it. And you know, they don't get it. They think, well, I'm not getting it. Oh, well, okay, if you're not getting it, so tell me why. Because the fact is that, you know, Lynn is fortunate enough to be, you know, up there on Google, on the first page of Google with her site for Slenderiix. And for some reason, people search Slenderiix. Well, she sells quite a bit of Slenderiix, you know, many cases a month. Put it that way. You know, I move maybe 10 or 15 a month. And so, but I'm not, you know, marketing as heavy as I should be. I need to, you know, and I'm going to, because I'm cutting a few things out, some other stuff that I was doing that was, you know, taking some of my time and focusing more on the, you know, marketing the products and stuff like that, and, you know, for reps too. So.
No, it's great. No, I mean, this is exciting, and hopefully, did everybody get a lot out of this?
Yeah.
For someone like me
Absolutely.
who's not web savvy, it's a little overwhelming, but I'm excited to get on there and do some things.
Great.
Okay.
Janae, are you still on it?
What's that?
Janae, are you still out there?
Ooh, I'm still here. Jonathan's still here.
Yeah. Janae, are you still there?
I haven't-
She a few minutes ago.
Was that Tracy? Was that Tracy that said it was a little overwhelming?
Yes.
Okay, well, a couple things that my opinion on that has always been on everything that I've experienced in my lifetime is that yes, it's overwhelming, but it's also important to know the possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that you, if anything, you now know a handful of possibilities that can happen. And so if you hire somebody else or have somebody else help you, they won't pull the wool over you and say, oh yeah, that's going to take this like this. Well, no, I've seen Rick do it in 10 minutes, or whatever. Right. So it enables you to know what can be done.
Yes, absolutely.
And Tracy, I've worked with the WordPress dashboard for a little while now with my own blog, and once you get in the back and you start to navigate around a little bit, it really is very, very user-friendly. And so, I mean, even if you just master the basics, you'll be, worlds ahead, and it's pretty easy to get through.
Yep.
That's good to hear. Thank you.
Yeah, I absolutely had no idea how to use it at all, and I just took a stab at it. And once Rick builds the site for you, that's the tough part. Getting through it and just going through and just checking stuff out is actually pretty easy. And you'll probably end up learning one or two new little tricks every time you write a post just by experimenting.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I taught myself how to do all this stuff myself. I just, it's one of those things that you just, you make a few mistakes, and if you're determined and passionate about something like that, you make a few mistakes, and you just get back up and go. I mean, I have been on the PC for 20 years or longer, and I just changed over to the Mac a month ago, and I'm all Mac now with this computer. And so you can see all the programs I got across the bottom. I just, you just dive in and make it happen. So,
Right, exactly.
Well, Rick, we want to thank you very much for taking the time out to do this for us, and hopefully everybody got a lot out of it.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, and any other questions, just let me know, and if any other team members need a site, just holler at me, and then we'll keep going forward.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, Rick.
Okay, thanks a lot, everyone.
Okay, all right.
Take care.
Happy New Year.
Okay, thank you. Happy New Year, everybody.